lower world. Can you guys see that okay? Really beautiful artwork on this deck. I love it so, so, so much. So the lower world came in upside down. That means that there's medicine there. That means there's something that we need to go inside and find from this card and its meaning, right? So it says, are you one of those people who do not like to face the past? Now your past is calling to be acknowledged, to be heard, and to be embraced. The only way to become unstuck is to honor everything that has transpired in your life. Reflect on the lessons learned and move on. If you bear witness to your past and learn its lessons, it will stop haunting you. As you embrace its gifts, you will recover a missing part of your soul. That literally is the epitome of what we do. Literally what we do in Divine Self-Connection. That is the purpose of why we talk about our stories so very much. I'm going to try to find a different video. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Wow. Okay. I want a different song. The other one had too many commercials in it. Sorry, guys. You're going to have to bear with me on this one. Tonight's just kind of a weird shindiggy kind of night. So, going to have to just go with it, I guess. Sorry. Thanks for being patient, though. I really appreciate it. Oh, this one's a good one. Okay, that's better. So this is literally the epitome of what we do here at Divine Self-Connection, right? We are trying to get to the truth of who we are. We're trying to get to our core of our being, the part that we were prior to any traumas, any pains, any instances that we remember and recall that have pain surrounding them, right? So when we go into our past, we go into those memories and we sort through them and we discover the gift that is in there, the lesson that was meant for us, the thing that we were supposed to figure out, instead of just holding on to that pain. When we go in there and we find that, that's how we transmute the pain that we have and turn it into our power, right? Because that story is no longer defining the whole of who we are. That story is adding to the value of our character because we have gone to it, we've sought through the mud, we've clawed our way around and found the thing we were looking for. That thing in our past, that painful thing, the memory that we hold did not happen for no reason, right? It happened for a reason so we could learn the thing, whatever that thing is, because there's so many different things we were meant to learn, right? So we go in there and we take it. That is what those experiences are for. There are teachers, right? That's what wound walking is for. So that we can go in there and discover the actual purpose of that wound. Why did I have that? What was I meant to see? What was I meant to find? Something in there was meant to add to the character of us. Something of value that we needed, right? When we wound walk that, we gain that wisdom, okay? So this lower world card right here, right? It's asking us to face our past. And that's an okay thing because that means there's something in it that is ready to be let go of. It could either be something that we've been holding on to and completely ignoring or something that keeps coming up. There's so many different layers to the pain that we have. So it can fall into a lot of different categories. So the second card that we got was the Coyote. All right, just trying to make sure you guys can see that card pretty well. So I'm just going to read the first definition. So it says the coyote is the symbol of the sacred trickster, the one who provides detours for growth and understanding by ensuring that all things don't go as planned. Why? I like plans. I don't want things to go astray. The coyote brings the energy of divine deception to set you free from the shackles of that which doesn't serve you. Sometimes it appears that you will get everything you want, only to find that the coyote brings you the opposite of what you'd hoped for. The lessons offered by the coyote may at first appear confusing, but they are most sacred and always for your highest good. And that is the truth about every single experience that we have. It does not happen to us to destroy us. Everything in our life happens to us for our greatest benefit. Because as I just said, when we wound walk things, when we go through those painful memories, and we literally recount what happened and sift through it to find the wisdom, that's how we give our pain power. That's how we find the power within our pain, right? So even though it didn't show up exactly in the way that we had hoped it would, we don't have this perfect life, these great, beautiful memories, all of them. No, we have some memories that really fucking suck. And that's okay. Because in that, there is something for us to gain. So it says, if Coyote calls to you, this is a time to pay special attention to detours and disappointment, as they are true tests of faith. You have set your intentions and turned them over to the Great Spirit, yet you may find yourself lost and confused when it appears you are being led off course, off the path, leading to your most cherished dreams and desires. Remember this, Coyote is a sacred trickster and may be leading you into challenges to ensure that you are ready to handle what you've set in motion. Great growth and understanding come to you when Coyote calls your name. Now this is a thing. We are met with challenges, right? We are met with challenges, things that are very difficult, adversities that are hard to handle when we are being called to level up. And this happens very often when we don't want it to, when we're kind of like exhausted or we're like not ready to handle anything else and we're like, no, can things just kind of go as planned so that I can just have a break because I don't think I can handle anymore? Yeah, that's when this shit happens the most, because that is when we're like ready to give up. That's when we are right at the brink of breaking through to the next layer of what we wanted. Yes, we might be tired. We might not have wanted it to come in this form at this time, but we've asked for it, because even though we've asked for it in a specific way and it's not showing up in that way, that's, our expectations stepping in. Even though it's showing up in a way we did not expect or hope for, it's quite the opposite. It doesn't mean that we will not have what we asked for. It means that, hey, the universe said, I know you wanted that thing, and I know you asked for it in this specific way, but I have a better plan. You really wanted that thing, you really want your life to go this way, but I'm gonna test you. I'm gonna see how very much you want it, and how much you believe that you deserve it, and how much you believe in having it. Can you really give all it takes to get that thing, or to have that thing, or to pursue that path? Now is the time to find out. So being met with a challenge has the opportunity within it for the growth that you do seek most, right? So it might not show up the way we want, and detours are okay because we didn't plan for them. But when something is out of our hands, right? It is in the hands of something that's always going to work to our benefit. So yeah, of course, we're never going to plan for these bad things to happen in our life. Nobody ever does. But when they happen, they're still for our greatest benefit. So the detours are welcome this week, and we are going to walk into the lower world, the void walking, the wound walking, to get in there and figure out what the fuck that means. So as the detours show up this week, as those experiences hit you in the gut and they open up all your freaking memories and they pour out your emotions, allow it to teach you something. Allow these detours to have meaning for you, and really sift around. Figure out where they're hitting, right? Now, let's see our mantra card. Okay, so the mantra card that we got, ladies, sorry guys, I guess this could apply to your ethereal womb as well, but it literally is the Yoni card. So it says, it is safe and beautiful to express my sensuality. So our sensuality is a natural part of our feminine nature. It is a creative force carrying deep wisdom. For many of us, this aspect of our being may have been repressed in some way, and deep healing or balance is needed, literally. The womb that we carry, now men have an ethereal womb as well, so it's an energetic womb because they come through one, so they still have an energetic womb. The womb is the place of life and creation. It literally births worlds. So when we store pain and anger and fear inside of this womb space, inside of the creative container that we hold in our bodies or in our energy field, then we cannot create life or beauty from this space, right? We're not connected to our feminine energy or our sensuality when we stuff it full of fear, pain, and anger, right? So there's something in the past that is coming up for us this week. Some medicine that we got to look at that might come up in some weird detourish way. So some really don't want to look at it that way. That is leading us to accept our pleasure and our feminine nature, our feminine energy, right? So how are we going to do that? How are we going to open up and accept that feminine energy in? Guys, it is literally all about sending love to our womb, accepting emotional natures, accepting cycles, accepting creativity, releasing fear, releasing anger, listening to what we have stored in our wombs, because what we shove into there literally dictates what we are creating into our experience, right? Or what we are not. So if you tend to have this chaos going on in your life, it's because you're storing it, right? So it's safe this week, right? That's what we're trying to say to ourselves. It is safe for me to express. And it's beautiful for me to express my sensuality. Now, sensuality can mean just doing hip swivels and moving your hips to awaken your own feminine nature, right? It could literally mean just putting on a dress, putting on lipstick, doing your hair. Sensuality can be very simple things. My favorite, though, if you guys feel like taking my advice that I do, it's basically like anything close to kind of like I call it a natural dance, because it's what you would do if nobody ever taught you how to dance, if nobody ever taught you what rhythm was, and you just kind of do like a tribal, natural kind of just move your body however you need to dance. You stomp, you move your hips, you thrust, you convulse, and you just allow your body to shake up and move, right? Because that is how we awaken that feminine energy, and feminine energy is the balance to all of this strict rigidity, this structure that we live our daily lives by. So how are we going to get through the week? By diving into the past, diving into all these pains, and dealing with detours. We have to go with the flow. And what is the representation of flow? Feminine energy. Because water flows from the womb, right? When we walk, our hips sway. There's a lot of flow in our motion, right? So that's what we're concentrating on. Finding safety in the flow of our feminine energy. It's necessary, right? Because that is how we purge emotions and we go through things. We wash them. We put some flow in there, yeah? Okay, the last card we got was called Empathy, which we got last week. So we're really carrying this over. When a card doubles up like this, it is imperative. Oh my God, I can't even stress this enough. We really need this. We need to forgive ourselves and forgive others. Oh yeah, shiny cards. These are really hard to show you guys, sorry. So it's like the ocean as Mother Nature, and she's holding a whale, but she's covered in ropes. So it says, forgive yourself and others, cleanse your body, mind, and environment of toxins, be in stewardship of the earth. So that basically just means protect her, right? Care for her, take care of her. Be gentle, be patient, and then the world is healing. So if the world is healing, and if we are healing, then it's necessary for us to forgive and to release all of these toxins and things that are stopping us from healing, right? So to be empathetic is to forgive others and forgive ourselves for the parts that we've played on both sides. It's about turning those tables and just having an understanding that is based from both sides of that story, because every single story has two sides, right? So forgive, and that's how you're going to walk through the medicine of your lower world. How are you going to go take the gift from there if you don't forgive the person who gave it to you? Even the box of darkness, and that this is like one of my fave quotes, and I'm going to butcher it, unfortunately. Even the box of darkness that somebody gave me, I figured out was a gift. Okay? So that's what it is. When somebody gifts you a box of darkness, it's your responsibility to take it and figure out what about it is so amazing. And we cannot do that without forgiveness and understanding that every single story has two sides, right? So even though this week is coming up with a detour, something else for us, something not in the way that we expect it, healing in the way that we do not expect it, this week is presenting us with an opportunity to heal something that we've been wanting to heal in a way that we're not expecting to heal it, but in a way that is necessary. So look for the detours, look for the lessons that are popping up for you. And tune into that feminine energy so you can go with the flow, so you can receive, because that's what women do, right? We receive. So receive that information, receive the gift, receive that lesson, and have forgiveness for yourself while you do it. You cannot receive healing from all of the work that you do and that we do without that bit of empathy and forgiveness. Okay?